Welcome back to Ferocious Education. This is Zed. Today we're going to be talking about VERB. Now for this one here, we're going to do due diligence parts, technical analysis, institutional buyers, what I think about this one, and analyst recommendations. So without further ado, let's jump right into this one. So VERB. First off, they are rapidly emerging as the market leader in the interactive video-based customer relationship management, sales, and marketing applications. With offices in California and Utah, VERB provides the next generation of CRM lead generation, sales enablement, and video marketing software applications to sales-based organizations in 60 countries and 48 languages. The company's proprietary and patent-pending technology platform produced real-time, measurable results, with some customers reporting greater than 600% increase in the conversion rates. The company's software as a service (SaaS) products are cloud-based, accessible on all mobiles and desktop devices, and are available by subscription for individuals and enterprise use. The company's technology is integrated into the popular ERP and CRM and the marketing platforms, including Oracle NetSuite, Adobe Marketo, and integrations into Salesforce.com, Odoo, and Microsoft, among others, are underway. For more information, visit their website. Now, a bit towards their leadership. I'm not going to go so much in depth about their leadership, but you get to see some of the names here. None of them really ring a bell for me, but we're going to talk about this one later on in another video. But for now, let's move on to what's more important: news and SEC filings. And just a quick thing on their website, they're the #1 sales enablement platform for medical device companies and the #1 sales enablement tool for sales companies. Now, in terms of some of their latest news before going towards SEC filing, Market America Worldwide, this one shows here that Shop.com partners with VERB Technology to launch Shop Live, equipping each global distributor with their own live interactive streaming channel, letting customers purchase products on the spot. That was on July 14, 2021. VERB also announces the general commercial release of VERB Mail for Microsoft Outlook. That was on July 13, 2021. VERB CEO was also to present in a conference on July 14th that happened already, and at other conferences as well, July 10th, June 8th, but basically on July, especially in the last week, they've been very active with PRs. It goes on all the way back towards, I would say, perhaps May 13th when they showed their first quarter results, and then back towards just random news relating towards annual growth of 2020. But really, the majority of the activity was this last week. Now, in terms of this one here, VERB announces general commercial release of VERB Mail for Microsoft Outlook. The new VERB sales tool allows over 1 billion enterprise and individual Microsoft Outlook users worldwide to create, distribute, and track interactive videos seamlessly from within Outlook. So this is developed through direct collaboration with Microsoft's Global Partner Solutions US technical team. Now available to all Outlook users worldwide, the Microsoft App Store new milestone offering expands accessibility of enhanced video-based sales enablement tools is expected to create an important revenue catalyst for VERB. And in terms of the latest SEC filings, we did receive back about 600,000 shares used as a settlement agreement between them and EMA Financials. Previously, those shares were actually raised up and initially thought to be an offering, but it is as a part of a settlement with EMA. Now, in terms of some of the growth they had, so this is for the first quarter of 2021. So this growth here shows that the SaaS recurring revenue is up 38% year over year and 12% sequentially. And before moving on, if you'd like to see more contents like this, make sure to drop the subscribe button on the bottom right corner and turn on your bell notification button. Don't forget to drop a like if you enjoyed this video so far. And if you'd like to join our Discord, which is totally free, it's in the description below. There's a bunch of nice people in there. We're not trying to oversell you or upsell you on anything. It's totally free. Head to the trading floor once you're on there. Now, moving on towards the highlights of the quarter. So, total digital revenue is up 24% year over year and 18% sequentially, and 15 million gross proceeds from registered direct offering of straight common shares that was closed on March 2021. Microsoft Outlook integration now in public beta testing and commercial release is imminent, so we already know that. And VERB teams with VERB Lives launched in January a CRM and content management solutions with live stream selling feature for small businesses and solopreneurs. And VERB platform continues to gain traction and grow users downloads, and now more than 2 million downloads as of March. They're also ranked number 1 among sales platform for direct selling by leading industry publications. And we also have back from 2020, and you get to see there is good amount of increases. For instance, the full year SaaS recurring revenue is up 82%. Now, in terms of some of the assets that are currently existing as of March 31st, 2021, their total current assets is around 15.2 million, up from 4 million just a quarter before. Their total general assets is around 44 million, up from 32,500,000 from the quarter before. Current liability, it seems that the current liability here is sitting around 20.5 million compared to almost 2 million. And going on back towards revenue, it looks like it's almost around the same thing. Loss from operations was high in the last quarter, but this could be something out of a cyclical thing. And the net loss total from common stockholders, you're looking into around 8.4 million compared to around 6 million. So let's move on towards institutional buyers. Institutional buyers here seems to be a bit mixed. So you have IFP advisors liquidating, but Global Retirement appeared to add 30% of their shares. Additional FNY Investments added 135% shares. And you go back towards May, you get to see Citadel, Verocious, and Royal Bank of Canada liquidated, but HRT, BCJ Capital Management, and Warburg Asset Management added some shares. Millennial Management and Jane Street liquidated some shares. Morgan Stanley added some shares, so you get to see it's a bit mixed. So neither bullish or bearish, it's kind of going on both ways. Let's move on towards technical analysis. Now, from a technical analysis perspective, you're looking at a 10 SMA being above 30 MA, which is very bullish. The 50 SMA is climbing up closer to the 200 SMA, coming in closer to a golden cross, which is very, very bullish. There's also a trading action zone where most positive reversals could occur between 228 and 184. 80X is above 50, so be very careful for pullbacks. I mean, from 397 to almost around 292, that is still considered a pullback. William percent R is not overbought or oversold. William percent R is very similar to the Relative Strength Index, also known as RSI, and that's neutral. In terms of the MACD, that seems to be a bit bullish. The histogram is stabilizing a little, usually an indication that it's dropping backwards, so be careful of a negative reversal. Momentum is also still positive, but retracted from 203 to 137. So that's a bit of a retraction in momentum. Things are slowing down. Stochastic fast and stochastic slow are both showing different information, so we're going to disregard them. Basically, they're telling you in general to be cautious when they're doing that. In terms of the Bollinger Bands, which are basically momentum volume bands, and you're looking into the top being at 299 and the bottom at 74 cents. So that ceiling is still expanding upwards. You get to see it's like a megaphone in that sense. And that really shows in the volatility is massive for this stock. Volumes have dropped significantly from around 200 plus, around 270 plus million to around only 47 million. That's a massive warning sign, usually telling you to be careful, because if lower people are interested in it, people who bought around here starting to get a little bit worried if it's dropping, and as soon as it does test significant supports, they might actually sell. So coming in towards Fibonacci retracements, the reason why I'm using this one is because high frequency traders use it. The support is at 280, below there 244, 208, and 163. Resistances are 332 and 397. Significant supports and resistances are very important because we do have a very strong support that you should be very careful if it does break around the 289. Below there, 276. Below there, 259. If it does break the 259, you can expect a lot of people are looking to sell. 249 and then 242. And then if they do sell, take a look into 221 because that could be very easy reached, and 215. Now, I think that the break it or make it kind of support level would be around the $2. If it does break below $2, I think that you can easily go to the 154 and 125. You want to be very careful. I'm not talking about the company itself as being bad or horrible. I'm just talking about what seems to be the behaviors of the people buying and selling. Resistances are only a few. So you got a resistance to the 298 and above there around the 322. And then we can take a look into hourly perspective to understand the resistances. And we get to see here that there is currently a resistance around 343, a very strong one at 358, and 386 and 397. So be very careful because currently we're on a very critical part around the 287. And I think it could be a part where it does sell out. So be very careful from people who are impatient here that they might really bring the stock down price in terms of the price point because of lower volume. In terms of analyst recommendations, we have an analyst recommendation that was initiated around 7 months ago with a price target of 315. It was given a buy, and this person's success rate is 51% with an average return of 31%. Comes to the question, Ed, what do you think about this one? Well, I think that in the next few days, you got to be very careful because a pullback can easily be seen based on the technical indicators. I'd like the company and what they're trying to go for, but be very careful because it can easily retract. And the only thing I'm saying is not invest in this company. This is mainly just about perfecting your averages. So I think that it could still go back to around 235. From 295 to 235, if you're dealing with 100 shares, that might not sound a lot. But if you're dealing with 1,000 or 10,000 shares, that does sound a lot. So be careful of that. I do think we're on for a pullback, but I think we're going to go towards an accumulation phase, which would be good for the stock and it would bring back traction to the stock. What do you think about this ticker? Make sure to mention down in the comments below. Share, subscribe, and like, and have a wonderful day. Now, if you're still here on this video, make sure to drop down below and join our Discord. We have a lot of different things going on, including, for instance, members that gives picks for free. It's not pump and dumps. We just things we think about, swings, etc. We also have really exciting bots. You can actually use those ones. For instance, we're just testing out this bot, for instance, that gives you Fibonacci resistance points, activities, etc. And we have a bunch of free things, totally free. We run on tips here, and you can ask me questions, suggest stocks, etc. It's a really nice community that has been growing up very fast at a very good rate, and it's totally free. If you would like to join that one, feel free to do so in the description below, and have a wonderful day.